Good afternoon, everyone. Happy weekend. My name is Jonathan, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel, Jonathan Class. In our last class on Do It Yourself, we discussed something on how to install cut art fuses in your houses. In that video, I used an already installed system to explain what I mean on how to install cut-out fuses in your house and the reasons for installing cut-out fuses in your houses. Now, having understood that, today I made a practical video. I'm going to make a practical video on how you are going to practically install the cut-out fuses in your houses without needing the help of an electrician or a technician, as the case may be. So today I have set up something like this to explain practically how you're going to do it. Now, the first thing you will do, as you have seen here, is to install the three cut-out fuses that you want to use for the three phases of power supply. Now, as you can see here, these are the phases. This is phase 1, this is phase 2, and this is phase 3. If you look here, you will see another wire here. This is the neutral wire. So of course, there is going to be 4 wires coming into your building from the main supply, that is PSCN supply. So these are the 3 phases coming. But make sure, as I told you earlier, make sure you use your tester to be certain that the 3 wires you are going to choose as the live wires are exactly live wires. Live wires will always show you a power, will always show you a red light on your tester. So be very careful of that so I don't make mistake. Now, having done this, the next thing you are going to do is to what? Fuse your cut-out. You have to fuse it. The purpose of fusing it is to ensure that power moves from input to output of the cut-out fuses. I'll show you an example. Now, this is the cutout, the one you plug to the base you have installed on your wall. Now, what you're going to do is to fuse it. As you can see here, I have already fused it. This is my fuse wire. Now, what this fuse wire does is to take power from one end of the cutout fuse to the other end. Now, be very careful when you want to fuse your cutout fuse. One of the most important thing you have to note is, what is this cutout this fuse going to do for you? If this fuse is only acting as a connector between the output and your input, for example, you have a distribution board in your houses, you can choose any wire gauge to do your cutout fuse. The fuse, you are not using it for protection. If you are not using it for protecting your building, you can use any gauge wire for your fusing. If there is problem in the house, your distribution board that have breakers there can help to prevent overcurrent, overvoltage, and other damaging effect of electricity. So your distribution boards can do that. But if you want to use this also for protection, to protect your building, you're going to be careful in the fuse wire you're going to use. Make sure that the fuse wire you're going to use is that fuse, that wire that will be able to protect your load. Now, the first thing we'll do is to calculate check all the appliances you are using in your building, and you can calculate with that all the power that your appliance is going to consume. With that, you can calculate the current, the maximum current that is needed in that your building, that can be taken at if all your loads are on. that the maximum current that can be taken by your load. With that, you can know the gauge wire you're going to use to size your fuse, so that immediately a current that is greater than what your appliances need is trying to pass this cut out fuses, is trying to draw. If it's your load, in case of fault, your load is trying to draw more current, more than you have already set with your fuse. The fuse will see it as overcurrent, and it will disconnect. It will cut the fuse in order to protect your house or your building. So in that case, you can choose flexible wires with gauges that can withstand, withstand the current you want it to pass, and at the same time that can prevent overcurrent. So for the case of this experiment, for this practical, I'm going to use a 1.5 mm wire. Why am I using this is because this is just an experiment. I mean a practical something. I'm not using it to power a building. I don't have so just to connect load directly. So that's why I'm using this wire. So be careful when you want to use do your own. You know the gauge wire you're going to use. So I'm going to fuse my cutouts. I'm going to fuse my cutouts. So I'm going to tighten it. I'm going to tighten it very well. So that's what you're going to use. You connect the fuse wire. That's what I've done. From one end to another, then you tight. Then you tight firmly. Then you tight firmly. So this is what you're going to use. So after this, the next thing you're going to do is to connect your load. Now take the neutral wire of your load. This is my load. This is just a bulb. This load can be the two wires coming out from your junction box, or the two wires coming out from your changeovers to the cutout fuses. So this is load wire, the wire that leads from the cutout fuse to your building. Or the wire that's coming from your building to the cutout fuse is your load wire. So you connect the neutral of the load wire to the neutral of the NEPA supply, as I've done here. Connect it directly. If you wish, you can also use another cutout fuse, making it 4, to do this. But normally, because of cost, to save cost, they don't normally do it. They just connect the wires directly. Now the two wires have been connected. Now the next thing you are going to do is to connect your input. This is the input of the cutout fuses. From the phase wires to the cutout fuses are the inputs of the cutout fuses. You connect all the inputs to the various cutout fuses. So this one, we are going to connect it. We'll connect this one. We have connected this one. We'll connect this one also. We'll connect this one also. So this one has been connected. So this one also, we are going to connect it. I'm going to connect this one also. So we have connected all the input wires, that's the phases. Be careful when doing this. You have to wear your safety boot. You have to make sure that the screwdriver you're using is fully insulated. And if you have your safety gloves, you can put them on so that there's no way current can pass through the wires to you. So you have to be very careful doing this. So, but you can make sure that none of the wires do not touch the live wires. So be careful. So the next thing you are going to do is to do what we call looping. Is to do what is known as looping. Now go to the output of the cut-out fuses and do what is called looping. You're going to loop the wires as I'm going to show you. So come to the output of this cut-out fuse. Connect a wire. This first one, we're going to connect two wires. This is the live wire that will complete our circuit to the load. Whereas this is the looping wire, the wire we're going to use for looping. So this one, you connect the two of them together, and the output of this cut-out fuse, as I'm doing, connect it to the output of this cut-out fuses. So this wire will complete the circuit for our load. Now this is going to be used to do the looping. So this one, you're going to join this wire. This is cut wires. It's going to be the same thickness as the wires coming from your power supply, your NEPA power supply. So you connect this also to another one to complete the looping for the third cut-out fuse. Now, so see what I'm doing? So you join these two wires together also, and then you loop also. Come to the second cut-out fuse. Come to the second cut-out fuse. Loop the wires also. So you have done the first looping from here to the second one. So we are going to complete the looping to the third cut-out fuse. So we have completed the looping from this one to this one, and finally to this last one. So this wire, you are now going to use it to complete the circuit to your load. So you connect this one to the live wire of your load. So you connect it. So you have completed the circuit. Now let us fuse this and see what will happen. Let us fuse this and see what will happen. Okay. If I plug this, I'm supposed to see output. So the light is on. The light is on. That is to show that your circuit has been completed. Circuit has been completed. Now, assuming there is no power in this cut-out fuse, in this live wire, whether it is red, blue, or green, whether it is red, blue, or yellow phase. Assuming there is no power here, once you take this also, you now leave this, assuming there is no power here. Once you plug this here, so this is really touching here. So once you plug this, the load also receives power because of this looping you have done here. The load receives power. The load receives power. So let's assume there's no power here also. Let's plug to the last contact fuse and see what will happen. You see, the load receives power also. So any of these contact fuses will supply power to this load. So if there's no light here, there's no power here, and there is power here, what you just do is to pull out your contact fuse from one of these one and plug it to the next one. Please be careful. Don't plug these two at the same time. Don't plug these two at the same time. If you do that, you're going to cause electrical fire. That means you're trying to bridge two phases together, and that is disastrous for your building. I hope this class is educating. I'm going to bring more videos like this in the future. Now, please, I would like you to do something for me. I want you to share this video, like, subscribe, so that anytime I post something like this, you'll be notified. Share this video so that others can also benefit from this. There are so many things you can do. With this knowledge, you can work for people. Somebody wants to install this, you can install for somebody and you make your money. There's no big deal about it. So to help grow this channel, you have to like, share, and subscribe so that others can also benefit from this. Thank you and God bless you. If there is any question, you can drop it on the comment section and I will be quick to respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you and God bless you. See you in our next class.